The whole time I watched that thing was, when did my breast when did my breast get so fat? And I'm not talking, you North Carolina boys, I'm not talking about a cute fat. I'm talking big old mammal breast. And it felt to me like one was going that way and one was going that way. And then, y'all, okay, I was in a movie with Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell. I know, that was crazy what people had of me. They said that I held my purse all night and went. After I was there for a while, I realized there's people that like to go to this place. First of all, darling gay men. Darling, precious gay men. And I don't know if it's because, hey, I don't know if it's because y'all like to encourage and lift up and cheer. You know? I think so, you doll. Okay, and then women's groups. Women's groups go. That sounds like Bible study. Not that. It's like girls with cowboy hats on and boas, and they're going for bachelorettes and birthday, and they're going, oh, that kind of girl. And then serial killers. Serial killers like to go. I know I looked in the face of a serial killer. The first woman that came out was at least 70 years old. Yeah. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever been there, but it is beautiful. Beautiful. I never even heard of it. It's on the beach. And I rented a little bungalow about 2 blocks from the beach, and a little man came up to me and gave me the keys and said, water's going to come up out of this ocean and come up over this thing and kill y'all. Okay, let me tell y'all, it's probably like Wilmington, North Carolina. Big, fine homes, one right after another, with boats pulled up to them in the water, like cars in a driveway. And I'd never seen anything like that, and I thought, who are these people? So I said to them, who are you people? What do y'all do for a living? And they said, we farm. A lot of us farm. And I said, what? I'm from farming people. What are y'all farming out here? And they said, strawberries and dope. So I called my travel agent and I said, you better get another room. Because their daddy misses me. I don't know what it is about Chuck Morgan in a hotel room. But he gets in a hotel room, gets a glazed look over his eyes. And I feel like I'm doing this. And the reason why I had to get another hotel room is because this baby and I have been touring together. She's with me all the time. I've done 150 dates with her, and their daddy does not want me to spend money, and so we've had to share a room. So we've been butt to butt in a king-size bed everywhere we go. And all of my married life, Chuck Morgan has told me not to spend money and that we were going to lose everything. He's tried to scare me. And he's been in my ear. I can hear him saying, you better eat that free Continental breakfast. Don't you dare go to Panera. But okay, so Chuck Morgan buys a really cheap airline ticket. He had to get up in the middle of the night and connect all over the United States of America. He finally gets there, and he is worn to a frazzle. And Chuck Morgan doesn't nap, but he napped on and off that day and watched Tennessee play basketball in the hotel room. And then I went to a club and worked in a bad place, okay? I was in a bad place, and I think I'd gone up a size in my pants. And she asked me about J.Lo. She goes, is she going to heaven? And I said, I don't know. I don't know. I think she needs to mature spiritually. And she's going through a lot of men right now. I said it. I remember saying it, and it was wrong. And I'm sorry. And I should have never said it. One reason I shouldn't have said it, I went through as many men as J.Lo ever thought about going through, honey. It's terrible. Terrible. The only difference was mine were not successful people. So real quick, let's just recap some of J.Lo's men. We don't have time for all of them, but remember that little first one, the backup dancer? Remember him? Chris? I think his name is Chris. What happened to him? Has anybody checked on him? And then she was with Ben Affleck the first time, and they could have eaten each other's lips off. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was too volatile. And then he married little Jennifer Garner. I know, and I've never met her, but she looks like she'd be precious, and she looks like she shops at the Loft, like everybody else does. I thought, he's in a drug cartel. He has another family in Idaho. I've always thought he had another family in Idaho because all of our married life he has said, I told you that, and he hasn't. He thinks he's told me stuff, and he has not. And I've said, I've never heard that before in my life. Finally, one day I go, are you telling a woman in Idaho all this? I said, are you going to let her go to Panera, Chuck? Okay, let me tell y'all that. Chuck on vacation with us. We want these babies. I want all my children and my babies with me. And let me tell you that I'm a beach person. I'm a beach person. And y'all have it made here. Y'all do. I hope y'all know that. If I hit it big someday, I would love to be at the beach, but Chuck Morgan doesn't believe in Joey. So his favorite vacation is snow skiing. And so when we met in college, he said, I'm going to raise my children snow skiing. I thought, ooh, what is that? Because I didn't know much about it because I was raised in a town of 500 people on the Kentucky-Tennessee border, and people don't snow ski there. And I remember seeing it every once in a while on TV and thinking, that must be the Queen and her people. But anyway, Chuck Morgan, when we married, he wanted me to learn, and so he bought me a really nice outfit, one of those ski outfits, and y'all know if you've snow skied, all that stuff is very expensive, so I had to wear that for 15 years. And I did not keep my weight down. So the first time I went, he sent me to beautiful Beaver Creek, Colorado. That is so cute. Y'all could be home watching baseball, but you're going to have to hear about my fat breast and my retaining fluid. If I have time, I'll talk about my reflux. I don't know. Just hold on, boys. I don't know. Okay, let me tell y'all that I fell in love with everybody on that movie set, but I really got close to the hair and makeup people. And they were all local people from Atlanta. And every time I went in that trailer, they would say to me, Leanne, you have got to let us be the ones to take you to this historical place in Atlanta. Everybody's got to go at least one time in their life. Please let us be the ones to take you. And I was like, okay. My team said, where do you want to work out this new material? Let's send you to Southern California, sunny Southern California, and you get away from that Tennessee winter. And I was like, okay. This was January 2023, and I know y'all don't remember because sweet California people have been through so much with weather and all that kind of stuff, but this was a unbelievable rain, like an unusual rain that they had not had in decades, and they called it biblical. And so my travel agent called me the day that we were flying out, and she said, a biblical storm is hitting Southern California. You're not going to make it. And she sent me an article that had the word ark in it. And I was like... But me and my baby child went out there and we landed. Everything was all right. It really wasn't that much rain. They're just not used to it out there.